So pleasant morning to all patrons, teams, distinguished guests, officials. Let us apologize. Netball finals. So at this time we're going to invite Team Homewood to make their way to their team bench. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's welcome the all-island contestants for the under... So the contestants for the all-island under 16 competition. Introducing Team St. Hughes. At goal shooter, Sabrina Lumley. Goal attack, Karina Peku. At wing attack, Ryan Campbell. At center, Natasha Pringle. At wing defense, Paris Foster. At goal defense, Carisha Peku. And at goalkeep, Kiara Johnson. And the team is complemented by Lanil Mattis, Lisa Angus, Jada Smith, and Chloe Blair, as well as Osania McLean. And the team is coached by Miss Nadia Hansen.
Welcome to the beautiful parish of Manchester. This for the Issa under 16 netball final. And if you see, it's a small, a slight miscalculation in terms of ages, but that's okay. And we're happy to bring you this final, first of two games, under 16 and under 19, the junior final. Homewood Technical, the rural champions, up against St. Hugh's, the urban winners. As Homewood now coming out. And let me give you the starting seven. Sabrina Lumley, goal shooter. Defend Paris Foster and Carisha Peku. Kari Johnson. That is for St. Hugh's, pardon me. And this now for Homewood. You have Rashida Brown, Jada Ricketts, Pamisha Hudson, Tonian Flemings as a center, Kiara Thompson, wing defender, Shaquan Hamilton, the goal defender, and Selena Collins as the goalkeeper. Two coaches coming out though. You see Colleen Graham Powell as a coach of Homewood Technical. And what is interesting enough, that she's going up against her student, because Nadia Hansen, who was a coach of St. Hugh's, was also one of her students back in 1995 when she just arrived at Homewood Technical. And she was part of that team 1995 for about 5 years or so. She started as a junior representing Homewood Technical. Now she is the coach of St. Hugh's. In fact, however, while representing Homewood Technical, they did not win a title till she left. Their first title came back in 2005. That's the first time Homewood won a title. But tell you this much, as you see St. Hugh's falling down their heads, they got by Immaculate in the urban final. Very good display. Coach Peart is actually in the house. You'll see him a little later on. And Homewood Technical, they surprised Glenmuir. And that's getting ready for the start of the first final. A little bit late in the start though, as the light breeze blowing over the grounds here at Manchester High School. Cool breeze it is on this Friday. As you see Homewood Technical in your sights. Just a reminder of the starting seven. Brown, the goal shoot. Ricketts, the goal attack. Hudson, the wing attack. Fleming, the center. Thompson, wing defender. Hamilton, goal defender. And Collins, goalkeeper. Only have two substitutes. Rihanna Widlett and Renesia Jones. The two substitutes for Homewood Technical. While it's a different bench for St. Hugh's. Graham Powell in your side. The wing attack, Hudson leads alongside Ricketts and Brown. And the two teams meet in the middle of the court. And they are just telling you the officials on hand, the three umpires on hand. Neville Donaldson and Christopher Smart will be on court, while Sylvester Campbell is the third official sitting down in case one of the two officials are out. The center pass are going the way of Homewood Technical. Flemings will start off the proceedings for this matchup. It's 10 minutes a quarter for the junior division. For senior, it is 12 minutes. Bright and sunny it is, not like we had in the regional finals. Contact. Goal defender Hamilton. A bounce pass to Hudson. Hudson inside of the shooting circle. Brown could not hold on for Homewood. However, Homewood, they've gotten possession. Now Homewood Technical, which I figured out earlier today, has never won the All-Ireland Under 16 title. Never in their history. In fact, it's the fourth time they've been to the final, or the All-Island final, and they have never won just yet. Well, St. Hughes starting off strong. Peku. So, that's a reminder though, 10 minutes per quarter. Contact inside. 1-0 St. Hughes their lead, but swatted away by the goal defender Hamilton of Homewood. Throwing. St. Hughes in possession. This with the goal attack. Peku takes a shot and connects. So 2-0 in this first quarter. Homewood center pass. Trying to move the ball down court through Flemings, the center, in the hands now of Ricketts. Long pass down, finding Brown. Takes a shot and connects. So 2-1 is a scoreline. St. Hughes still maintaining the advantage. St. Hughes. The goal shooter Lumley looking for her partner in crime, Peku. Takes a shot and connects. She's on mark, she's on target. 3 to St. Hughes, 1 to Homewood. So Homewood technical. Lob right to Brown. Under the rim, she misses. Rebound by Ricketts. But she stepped on the line. So you have two Pekus on St. Hughes. They're sisters, but they're not twins. One is a goal defender, the other is a goal attack. On either end of the court. Peku, again, she is on mark, and she continues with the flow. 4-1 is a scoreline for St. Hughes over Homewood. Center pass, the blue and gold, the urban champions. They dismantled Immaculate in that urban final, which was held at the National Indoor Sports Center. Lumley finding her wing attack. Campbell back inside to Peku. She has not missed just yet, and she continues. 5-1. Score of all 5 goals. Well, can Homewood Technical answer? No, they can't. A turnover. Sloppy work by Flemings in that center position. As I was saying earlier on, Homewood Technical, they have never won the All-Island Junior Crown. They've won the Senior All-Island 10 times in the school's history. However, that's not the case right now. A shovel pass to Campbell for St. Hughes in possession. Campbell motoring in the attacking third. Peku coming outside of the shooting circle. Almost stolen though, but tipped away. Did I say almost? But it's stolen back. But no contact call seen by umpire Smart officiating on the right. Lob looking for the long hands of Brown of Homewood Technical. Takes a shot, hits the rim. This time it rolls in. 2 for Homewood Technical. 5-2 is the score. St. Hughes they lead in first quarter action. Oh, they're throwing away the possession. Sloppy work this from St. Hughes. But here once again is Hudson. Finding her center. Flemings inside to Ricketts. Takes a shot, rolled out, but the rebound by Brown. Penalty awarded. The penalty taken. And the rebound, Ricketts. She connects on her second attempt. 5-3. St. Hughes, they still lead. Homewood back in possession. Lob looking for the long hands of Brown. Takes a shot, rebounded by Ricketts of Homewood. She connects. 5-4. St. Hughes still maintaining just a 1-goal lead, not a cushion any at all. Peku coming outside of the shooting circle. She darts inside. Lumley. Bounce pass outside to Pringle. Then to Peku. Combination was called inside Up and on the heave to Lumley. Takes a shot. It trickles in. St. Hughes, they move to 6. Homewood on 4. Almost a steal. The ball tipped outside. Neville Donaldson, the umpire on the left. Outside. Homewood once again. Just a lob in the hands of Brown. Use your advantage and connects. So 5-6. St. Hughes still maintaining that 1-goal lead in this first quarter. Lumley. Almost stolen, but in the hands of Pringle. Finding back Lumley. So turnover right back in the hands of Homewood. Long throw in the hands of Brown, then right back to Ricketts, who takes the shot and connects. It's a 6 apiece in this first quarter. Peku. Lumley. Peku being nudged by the goal defender Hamilton of Homewood. Contact called inside of the shooting circle. Peku lines up a long-range effort. Rebounded, however, this by Lumley. Takes a shot and connects. So 7-6. St. Hughes, they lead in the first quarter. All-Island Junior Finals between the winners of the urban and winners of the rural. St. Hughes got by Immaculate, while Homewood defeated Glenmuir. Looking for Lumley, who shoots and connects. Her action gives defenders hope because she comes from way down her waist coming up. And the defenders could think that, oh, they could steal it. Ball given away, but tipped outside. It will be Homewood's possession. They throw in. The height of Brown doing a lot of damage and gaining a lot of opportunities, but she's not the greatest shooter at all. Although having the height. 7-6 unofficial score. Brown again over the defenders Johnson and Pecco, and connects. It's a 7 apiece. So we're going to get confirmation on the score. In the meantime, Lumley bounce pass to Peku inside the shooting circle. Peku gets it back. She has range. Was not comfortable with that position. Peku lines up, takes a shot, hits the rim twice, rebounded by Lumley, who scores. And we get a confirmation, 9-7 to St. Hughes. Brown outside the shooting circle, looking back for the long hands of Brown, and call for stepping. Oh, the ball tipped outside. This will be St. Hughes' possession in midcourt. Okay, 9-7 is the score. St. Hughes, they lead. Homewood in the hands of Ricketts. Takes a shot. It's blocked. Good obstruction will be called. A penalty awarded. And Ricketts obliges. So 9-8. Homewood, they trail by 1. Sloppy work there in midcourt. Looking for the winger, Jack Hudson. Lobbing to Brown. Inside, and that signals end of the first quarter. 9-7, 9-8, pardon me. St. Hughes, they lead over Homewood Technical. First quarter, we saw the combination of Brown and Ricketts in the shooting circle for Homewood Technical. Brown getting a lot of opportunities because of her height, length of her hands. However, converting about 40%, you may say. On first attempt, I think she has scored for about 7 times, once on her first attempt. She has to do better if Homewood is to step up in the second quarter. As you look across the Homewood Technical, Graham Powell having a word with her charges, and Nadia Hansen on the other end in the blue jeans and yellow top. As stated before,
at the end of the first quarter,
Nadia Hansen was a student at Homewood Technical back in 1995. I don't know why am I telling you this, because I've been telling her age, but she was a junior at that time though, at 95.
correction. So the score.
We're going to get some confirmation on the score, though. So they'll do some checks on the score to making sure with the scorers at the scorer's desk, make sure that it's okay. When you look across, you see Earl Bailey. He's standing beside Casey Graham. Casey Graham is in a red shirt, a red cap, and black pants, while Earl Bailey stands beside him. I may wonder, who are those two individuals? Well, Raymond Casey Graham has been a journalist for many, many years, also a track and field coach in the red shirt and red cap. Was not in Jamaica for some time, though. He was coach of St. Jago High when they were challenging and even won the girls' champs, track and field. There you see Smart and Adele Donaldson. That's Coach Smart coming out. He's a coach of Excelsior High School. So for the second quarter, Homewood will have the center pass. Center, Pringle. In the hands now of the wing attack, Hudson. Looking for Brown. But a turnover. Poor effort in the end. Trying to steal the possession. Did I say try? Ricketts did just that. And a rebound by Brown, who connects. Good start to the second quarter in this junior final, 9 apiece. Homewood trying to up the ante in the second quarter. Peku, her sister, plays the goal attack position. Oh, she has given it away. Has a chance. Many may say must bail out. That's her sister. In the hands now of Lumley. Give and go, Lumley. That's not her range. Well, let's see what she can do. And she misses everything and the kitchen sink. That's poor effort by Lumley of St. Hughes. Trying to build from their defensive third is Homewood. Moving well was Hudson. Now in the hands. All looking for Brown. And the contact called. Off the ball contact, penalty awarded to Homewood Technical, having a chance to take the lead for the first time. 10-9, Homewood their lead over St. Hughes. Looking for Brown once again. And connects. Now she has gained form for Homewood Technical. That's Brown. First name Rashida. Can Homewood Technical, it's still early pickings though, or early settings, but the big question is, can Homewood Technical gain their first All-Ireland title in this division, in the junior section? But I guess the student wants to teach the teacher. Center pass inside, and they've given it away, St. Hughes. Very good defensive work this from Hamilton and Collins. In the hands of Ricketts, moving well, takes a shot, rebounded by Brown, who has another attempt for Homewood, has certainly now put them up 12-9. Over. St. Hughes having possession. Now in the hands of Campbell. Peku comes way out. Goal defender. Peku, that's the other Peku. That's Kerisha. Looking for her wing attack. Campbell. Combination between Campbell and Peku inside of the shooting circle. Contact called. That's her range, and she connects. Peku is a better shooter from Lumley, from the two shooters St. Hughes has. (12-10), 2-goal lead for Homewood Technical. Bailed out. I thought Peku was bailed out by the defender, or the goal attack. Ricketts. The movement, however, not at that time. Homewood moving up court. In the hands of the center, Pringle finding Brown, who connects. Graham Paul, the coach of Homewood Technical, she was confident before the match. Let's see what happens as Homewood has given it away. St. Hughes back in possession in midcourt. Oh, deflected. Defensive work from Homewood Technical's goal attack. That is Ricketts. She's everywhere on the court. And the Homewood Technical spectators, students, telling their players to calm down. Peku for St. Hughes. 13-10, 3-goal lead in the second quarter. Calling for stepping. Lumley called for stepping. Seen by umpire Smart. Homewood on the other end of the scale. Lob in the hands of Brown, who've the ante that they've done in the second quarter. That's by Ricketts. I told you she's everywhere. Everywhere Ricketts is. Obstruction will be called against Johnson, and she takes a shot. But Nadia Hansen, the coach of St. Hughes, not liking what she's seeing from her players. No composure, moving the ball up court. Center, Pringle. Peku not happy at all with what she saw in front of her in their attacking third. Oh, steal from the goalkeeper, Collins. Brown back to Ricketts. Inside to Ricketts. Whistle called, contact. And the penalty awarded, reaping well in quarter 16 over St. Hughes. Over St. Hughes. St. Hughes. St. Hughes. Steal again. Very good defensive work. We had Collins. Now Hamilton has gone into the fray. A lob to Brown over the head of goalkeeper Johnson. She takes a shot, gave it away, and Peku regains. But Peku has given it right back to Homewood. Brown with that attempt. Another attempt for Brown, who converts. 17-10. It's a walk in the park in the second quarter. Ricketts for Homewood, looking for Brown. Oh, one touch out, and the ball bounced. It's not for throwing. St. Hughes, well, they've called it back. Did she step on the line? I think she did. That's why she threw it in right away, because she was off balance and knew that she was going outside. Call for stepping. Another turnover from St. Hughes, losing composure. And Brown converts again. The Homewood train is rolling. 18-10 in the second quarter. So in the second quarter, Homewood, they have scored 10 goals, while St. Hughes have only scored just one. Remember, it was a 9-8 lead in the first quarter. Going for the steal. That was Collins. Throwing to St. Hughes. Lumley and Peku. inside the shooting circle. Almost stolen from by the center, Flemings. But now, contact call inside the shooting circle. Peku steps forward looking for Lumley. Lumley getting an opportunity to score St. Hugh's second goal of the quarter, and that they have done. The bench looks worried, looks concerned. Or St. Hugh's, 18-11, second quarter. Moving well is Flemings. Flying in the air is Ricketts looking for Brown. Brown could not handle that pass. Ricketts once again has given it away. St. Hugh's from their defensive third. Now in mid-court to Peku. Back in the hands of the wing defender. Foster has possession. On the left, Lumley almost stolen by the goal defender Hamilton of Homewood. A throwing. Oh, stolen. And that end the second quarter. And 18-11. Homewood Technical, they lead over St. Hugh's at the end of the first half and the second quarter. What a performance we saw in that second quarter from Homewood Technical. They upped the ante somewhat, and I use the term somewhat.
St. Hugh's 11.
Well, they turned on the turbo,
18 and
on the throttles.
11. So once again, we want to
18-11.
Manchester High School.
So 10 goals for Homewood and 2 goals for St. Hugh's in that second quarter. What a performance we saw from Homewood. They turned it around from what they did in the first quarter by only scoring 8 goals, pardon me. But the defense was the difference between these two teams. Homewood's defense was to the maximum in that second quarter, stopping the attack, stopping the flow of St. Hugh's, who could do nothing at all right for coach Nadia Hansen. We take a break here from Manchester High School. The halftime score, 18-11 in favor of Homewood Technical over St. Hugh's. Welcome back as we are getting ready for the start of the third quarter. We're home with Technical. They're leading over St. Hughes by 18-11. And at the end of the first quarter, it was 9-8 in favor of St. Hughes, but they only scored 2 goals in that second quarter. Major surprise to many because what happened, Homewood Technical, they timed the screws in the defensive area from mid-court to the defensive third. The combination in the defensive area, Collins and Hamilton, the goalkeeper and goal defense, has done extremely well to save off the attack of Lumley and Peku for St. Hughes. Also coming back in defense is Ricketts, the goal attack. She has been every single where on the court. Yes, she's scoring, but she's also defending. Has been the mantle or the candle bearer for this Homewood Technical team who has never ever won this title before in the school's history. First, second, third, fourth time they're trying. Fourth time they've been to the final, the All-Ireland final, and they have never ever won the All-Ireland junior title. The senior title, they've won it 10 times, All-Ireland. Let's see what will happen in the third quarter. Will they be going on the same venture on the same road? Peku for St. Hughes. Remember, St. Hughes in the blue and gold. And they've given possession away. As we said before, in terms of defensively, Homewood Technical leading from the front. Lob looking for Brown, who I thought may have stepped on the line. Yes, she did. She did step on the line. Seen by umpire Christopher Smart. So St. Hughes battling in mid-court for the possession. They know what they have to do. Contact is called. Center, Pringle. Looking for Lumley coming outside the shooting circle. Peku for St. Hughes. Obstruction is called against the goal defender Hamilton of Homewood Technical. Peku moving well, looking for the combination with Lumley. But contact will be called, a penalty awarded to St. Hughes. Peku takes it and connects. Starting the third quarter on a positive note. Tried the chip away at the lead set by Homewood Technical. Movement by Flemings. Again, Ricketts moving to the left. Looking for Brown. Back pedaling and collecting. No penalty awarded. Ricketts taking the shot. Hits the rim and rebounded by Brown. But she stepped on the line, though. That I did not see. St. Hughes, they're trying to tell their story, the reason why they're in the All-Ireland final. And they've given away the possession in the hands of Collins in defense for Homewood. Ricketts is everywhere, flying in the air. Finds Brown under the rim, who takes the shot and rattles in. Homewood, they've started off the third quarter. Let's see what they can do. The first goal of this third quarter. 19-12, they lead. Another turnover. Replay called. Ricketts marshalling. She wants it. She gets it. She has Brown. And she lobs it to Brown over the two defenders, Peku and Johnson of St. Hughes. Penalty awarded. And Ricketts converts. They have certainly picked up from when they left off. Ricketts once again. Lob for Brown. Cutting in. Very good work from Ricketts. Darting inside the shooting circle and converting. She's having a tremendous game for Homewood Technical. Her movement has been impeccable. Some changes are going to be made for St. Hughes. And coming out, I think Lumley has been taken out. Yes, she has. And we get the name for you in a very short while. The new goal shooter is. That's Peku assisting her. So Coach Hansen not liking what she saw from Lumley, who has been substituted. Well, we're just in the third quarter. So Peku. Bounce pass. That's her sister Peku. A steal by Homewood. Ricketts. Mid-court to Fleming. The wing attack. Hudson almost gave away the possession. Fought back for it violently. Now Ricketts looking for Brown. Back to Ricketts. Again the movement. Oh, that was smooth. Between the combination of Brown and Ricketts from Homewood Technical. 22-12. A double-digit lead. Lob inside to Brown. Ricketts. Little shovel pass from Ricketts. And the ball tipped outside. It's a throw-in. It's a lob to Brown. Using her height to her advantage. She takes the shot, a rebound. And look to see Christopher Smart, the umpire, a penalty. And Homewood, where Ricketts takes a penalty and converts. 23-12 here in the third quarter. The coach of St. Hughes, Hansen, looks on, looks concerned. Remember, it's a student-teacher thing. Hansen was a player at Homewood Technical when Colin Graham Paul arrived back in 1995. Peku lines up for St. Hughes, takes a shot, hits the rim twice, rebounded by Hamilton of Homewood, threw it away. Avs given by the possession. Avs given by the possession to St. Hughes in midcourt. Contact called. Trying to come back in this fixture, in this All-Ireland final, but they have a lot of work to do. They have let it slip away in that second quarter and the start of the third. Shot and she stepped on the line, throwing. Homewood Technical in their defensive third. Through their center, Fleming looking for Ricketts. And she has been the rim, takes a shot and converts. And the scoreline ticks over 24-12 in this third quarter. Homewood Technical is singing on this Friday afternoon. But it's just the third quarter. Ricketts pulled away. The movement has been smooth from this young lady. And instead of going to Ricketts, they went to Brown, who converted. Graham Paul is, she looks even concerned, although her team leads 25-12. Has doubled the score of St. Hughes so far. And again, they've gave it away. They've given it away. St. Hughes. Ricketts to Brown. I've been saying that all afternoon. Back to Ricketts. Failing on that first attempt. Contact called on goalkeeper Johnson as she watches Ricketts convert again. And the score tips over. 26-13. To 12, pardon me. And just maybe St. Hughes wanting to score, telling our scorer that, hey, it's 13. That's not the case. 26-12, Homewood Technical, their lead. And a steal by Ricketts. And right away, she finds Brown under the rim. And a contact and a penalty. Ricketts steps up and converts. What a game she's having. Trying to create history for Homewood Technical. A 27-12 lead in the third quarter. And they've given it away. The concentration has gone. Ricketts cuts to the left. Again to Brown. She finds back Ricketts. Takes a shot and scores. 28-12. That's the whistle of Donaldson, the second umpire. Ricketts again. Oh, this is a crushing blow. Looking for Brown. Another penalty. Ricketts steps up again, failing to convert on that occasion. Brown goes and converts. 29-12. Third quarter. 10 minutes a quarter. This affair. Another steal. Combination between Hudson and Ricketts. And Ricketts takes a shot. Rebounds by Brown. And taking the penalty. She scores. 30-12. This is a massacre over St. Hughes' third quarter. Ricketts to Brown over the two defenders, Peku and Johnson. And Ricketts converts once again. Timeout call. So, timeout call there. Having a word with Johnson, I think. That's Coach Smart. Don't know if something was said. But time has resumed. So center pass to St. Hughes. We don't know what was said between defender Johnson to umpire Smart. But time will tell. Another steal from Homewood. Are you kidding me? 31-12. The movement of the wing attack. Hudson looking for Brown though. Poor pass coming from Hudson. Seconds remaining in this third quarter. 31-12. There was a lady here earlier says she would be singing for Homewood. And I think though that although it's the end of the third quarter, 31-12, I think she must be practicing now, because that lady, when she sings, it will be. So we heard Rashid saying St. Hughes 21. Don't know where he got that from. The announcer. 31-12. That's what we have. In that third quarter, Homewood Technical scored 13 goals. The St. Hughes 1. So instead of improving what we're seeing here, St. Hughes scored, but it's going to be extremely, extremely difficult. You're talking about a 19 goal margin between the two teams. Difficult is not the word. It's close to impossible. So Homewood Technical not done and dry just yet, but with a 19 goal cushion, you can't ask for more. We'll be getting on the way very soon. And if you're just joining our feed and you see the scoreline, it's not a mistake. Homewood Technical having a 19 goal cushion over St. Hughes High, the urban champions. Fourth and final quarter getting on the way. Again, Ricketts, again to Brown, and again scoring, starting off the fourth quarter from where they left off at the third. Can St. Hughes put a respectable score on the board? In the center, Pringle. Lumley has come back in the game. A brilliant shot that was from Peku. We started off well though, scored the first 5 goals for St. Hughes. And at that time, they were leading. We're out in front. They're leading by about 4 or 5 at one point in the first quarter. However, since the end of the first quarter, it has all been Homewood Technical. Ricketts scoring 33-13. St. Hughes. Lumley trying to switch angles to the right, but obstruction called. Shovel pass to the chest of Lumley. Takes the shot, connects. She was taken off in that third quarter. She's back on the court for St. Hughes. Lumley. Ricketts to Brown. Can't beat the goalkeeper. But coming around was Ricketts to pick up the loose ball. And converting for Homewood Technical. You see the Homewood students are all smiles, enjoying what their players are doing on the court at Manchester High. Lumley to Peku for St. Hughes. Oh, steal! Defensive work or defensive combination of Collins and Hamilton has done superb for this Homewood unit from the second to now the fourth. Obstruction and a penalty. Ricketts takes it for Homewood and converts. 35-14. So looking for Brown from the wing attack, Hudson. Hudson has options. She goes for Brown. And obstruction calls up another penalty. And Ricketts takes the penalty and scores. 36-14. It's a walk in the park here in Manchester for the Graham Paul unit. They've been ever so efficient. They've moved the ball around. They've been defensively on par, on a mark. They've done extremely well. Homewood Technical, not only in the third quarter, not only in the fourth quarter, where time is ticking away, but in the second quarter. The first was just a warm-up when they trailed by 1 goal. Peku collecting that pass for St. Hughes, takes a shot and converts. Wearing a knee brace, Peku. As they started off the game very efficient. And Ricketts on the other end, she's trying to answer. And she does just that. Nothing but the net. 37-15. Peku for Lumley. Back to Peku. Obstruction called on the goal defender, Hamilton of Homewood Technical. Peku back outside and a steal. I think the ball went outside. It will be a throwing. Coach, well, he's Coach Smart, but he's umpire at the present time. So a long throw that at a transverse line. This court is used for basketball and netball. So you see different markings on the court. Lumley outside the shooting circle. Almost gave it away. But Peku lines up again. It's the front of the rim getting the roll. 37-16. Almost at the halfway mark. The fourth and final quarter. Combination between the wing attack, Hudson, and Ricketts. But a lob inside the shooting circle to Brown, who was almost mobbed by Peku. So some changes will be made. As for Homewood Technical, the wing defender, Wendell Thompson, has been substituted. Well, only 2 persons on the bench, Winlet or Jones. I think that's Jones in for the wing defense department. St. Hughes trying to put a respectable total on the board. Lumley. Contact called. Lumley makes her way back in the shooting circle. The wing attack. Campbell to Peku. Stolen by Homewood Technical. Hamilton. Then giving it away. Offside called. Peku. Obstruction. That's Ricketts. A bit too close. So St. Hughes trying to build from mid-court. Going for the steal was Hamilton, but she was called for the contact. Lob down court. Peku takes a shot and connects for St. Hughes. 38-17. Center pass. Pringle. Looking back for Pringle. However, Peku and Lumley inside the shooting circle. Lumley, she wants it. She's making her way, her position, and collects the pass from Peku and converts. So on the board, 38-18. Ricketts. A lob inside, but tipped away by the goalkeeper, Johnson. Came off Brown last. That's what umpire Donald stated. Peku in defense to Johnson. Back in mid-court. Finding the wing attack. As Campbell. But there she has given it away. A lob inside to Brown. The hands of Flemings. And Brown steps forward and makes the shot. Homewood Technical. They're sewing up their first All-Ireland Junior title. Wing attack. Campbell inside to Peku. Looking back for Campbell. Then to Peku. Looking for Lumley. Almost stolen. Did I say almost? Inside to Lumley. She takes a shot. Misses everything. And then Peku is there to collect and connect. Homewood's Ricketts outside the shooting circle. Changes from left to right. Then back inside. What a cut from this young lady. Ricketts takes a shot, but the rebound by Brown. And with her attempt has put Homewood to 40-19. It has become a one-sided affair. Oh, they've given it away once again. I'm talking about St. Hughes. Long pass mid-court. And then Ricketts. A little bit of aggression from her when it matters most. Over the two defenders to Brown. And I think she was bailed out by the defenders as a penalty awarded and scored by Ricketts. 41-19, seconds remaining in this game. Unofficially looking on the scorer and the timekeeper. There's Smart, the umpire. A steal again for Homewood. Ricketts, a shovel pass down court. She gets it back, give and go. Takes this shot and connects. Still Homewood with a dominant display in this All-Ireland battle between the urban and rural champions. Ball tipped outside. A throwing. Here the cheers by Homewood students. So Homewood students are certainly celebrating before the final whistle comes, and it should come anytime now. And that's it. Homewood Technical, for the first time in the school's history, are celebrating because they have won the Junior All-Ireland title. Graham Paul, who has been at the school from 1995, has gotten her first Junior All-Ireland title after being at the finals for 4 times. She has finally copped what she wanted. 42-19, Homewood Technical over St. Hughes in this affair at Manchester High. We're not done just yet, because next on the court will be the senior final between rural champions Glenmuir and urban winners St. Catherine.
So at the end of the under
Welcome back to
Ladies
Manchester
and
High.
gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the national anthem.
We go to the national anthem and then we tell you the teams. Starting 7 for both teams, St. Catherine and Glenmuir for this All-Ireland under 19 final.
And we'll ask the teams.
And you see the two teams lined up. Following the instructions from the announcer, teams are meeting and greeting. St. Catherine in blue, dark and light blue for St. Catherine. Glenmuir, red, white and black are the colors of Trinidad and Tobago. Starting 7 for St. Catherine. Goal shoot, Kellyanne Hunter. Goal attack, Kayla Wright. Wing attack, Paris Major. Tanise Green is the center. Akila Lee, the wing defender. Ashari Thomas, the goal defender. And Kadeen Gordon, the goalkeeper. For Glenmuir, Martin, the goal shooter. Powell, the goal attack. Nevers, wing attack. Edwards, the center. Lindsay, wing defender. Williams, goal defender. And Henry, the goalkeeper. Subtraction called on the goal attack of Glenmuir as Powell has to stand beside Thomas of St. Catherine. Thomas of St. Catherine. Right. Obstruction called once again. It's on Lindsay of Glenmuir. Lob inside to the goal shooter, Hunter, who starts the ball rolling for St. Catherine. Now they do have height in Hunter, and they have height in Gordon as a goalkeeper. Funny story though, Gordon is actually a shooter, not necessarily a defender, converted defender the last 2.5 weeks. Was just used her height to her advantage in that shooting circle. Has long hands and trouble. Martin of Glenmuir takes a step back. It's a rim. But a contact called, a penalty awarded. This to Glenmuir, failing to convert. So I think though that Gordon, the goalkeeper, will give Martin and Powell some trouble in that shooting circle. When she stretches her hands, it's trouble. Thomas has possession for St. Catherine. Contact called on Powell once again, not for the first time in this matchup. Great passing from St. Catherine. Just outside the shooting circle. Lob looking for the defender, looking for the shooter, pardon me, as Hunter. That lob was put too far. So throwing to Glenmuir. Terence Peart is one of the umpires here. You just saw him in your picture. Trace Griffith is the other umpire on court. Oh, brilliant move this from Paul, going outside, out of bounds though. That's a shovel pass in to Martin. And the marching band of Glenmuir is here. Well, I wonder if they march. Fighting their shooter, Martin. Bounce pass inside to Powell. Obstruction called. Powell takes the shot smooth from Powell. But Glenmuir oozing confidence from Powell. Has the possession once again. Oh, almost a steal from the diminutive green of St. Catherine. Edwards throwing to Nevers. Shovel pass into Martin. Obstruction called on Gordon, the keeper for St. Catherine. The converted keeper, I may say, was a shooter up to 2 weeks ago. As Glenmuir converts. Green. Obstruction. Thomas for St. Catherine. They defeated Gainstead, 3-second violation. They defeated Gainstead to win the urban title at St. Catherine. Gave a steady performance. Instead, were no match for the St. Catherine unit as Martin converts. So the center pass going right back to Glenmuir. First time they won this under 19 title. So first time they're in the All-Ireland final. Glenmuir. St. Catherine, on the other hand, they have never won the under-19 title under the Issa banner. It was said that on the Games Mistress Association, Annette Daly, assistant coach Annette Daly for Glenmuir. Ryan Reid to her right. Phyllis Thompson on the other end. Powell, the goal attack for Glenmuir. Looks on. Thomas with a throw-in. Almost given away. Thomas for St. Catherine. Obstruction called on Powell. Standing a bit too close to Thomas. So Glenmuir leads 6-2 over St. Catherine. And that's the coach, Phyllis Thompson of St. Catherine, with the umbrella. Getting a bit of shade. A bit concerned though. Or tipped away. Trying to use the court to their advantage. Movement, this coming from right. She's a goal attack. Ball tipped outside. Should be St. Catherine's possession. They trail by 4 in this first quarter. Looking for the shooter. Hunter on the prowl. Takes a shot. Hits the rim 3 times before going in. Nevers. Lob inside to Martin. Martin on par, on mark. Whenever she makes a shot, she's congratulated by Paul. They were excellent. And a turnover from St. Catherine, I thought it was. No, it was not. They had to get by the hurdle of Manchester High in that rural final. And Manchester came in that rural final unbeaten. Both teams actually were. Oh, steal, brilliantly done. It's by Williams. Nevers. Powell. Nevers in mid-court. Forcing to Martin. So, short contact made outside of the shooting circle. Powell. Connecting, it's Powell for Glenmuir. 8-3 they lead over St. Catherine. A reminder, first quarter action. Nevers to Powell. Powell back again, no look pass to Nevers. Lobbed inside and to Martin, however almost stolen by Gordon. Looking for Powell, who had to take about 2 paces to her left before converting. 9-3, Glenmuir they lead. As Homewood won 41-19 in that first game. Over St. Hughes, the All-Ireland Junior Final. A dominant display from Homewood, gaining the title for the first time in the school's history. Hunter tipped away from goalkeeper Henry. Henry was outstanding in the rural final. However, she's faced with a young lady about 2 or 3 inches taller. So I don't think she'll make the same impact. A steal. Very good defensive work there by Lee of St. Catherine. Obstruction we call on Lindsay. Has to stand beside Thomas. Right. Lob. Hunter. Bit of luck there by Hunter. So Glenn Muir being very aggressive. And the ball tipped inside. Now handled by Glenn Muir. Martin. The drums roll out. Powell. Martin. Not comfortable with that spot. Edwards moving for Martin and had given it away. I thought, however, she was pretty close to the post. However, she was not comfortable. Passed it back out the shooting circle. In the end, they gave it away right back to St. Catherine. Glenmuir, they lead 9-4 in this first quarter. 12 minutes per quarter for the seniors. 10 minutes per quarter for the juniors. Almost stolen by Powell. She looks like she has been everywhere so far on the court. That's Powell. To go to attack for Glenmuir. Almost giving possession away. Green. Oh, a steal by Henry. We spoke about what she did in that rural final, and she has awakened. She was everywhere in that rural final with Manchester High. About 10 steals she had in that game. Well, now she has one under her belt, assisting her team to 10 after that goal from Martin. Edwards on the other end of the scale has again another contact by Paul, who has looked aggressive from the opening whistle. Lob inside and looking for a shooter. Henry, almost another steal. Wright and Hunter combining inside the shooting circle for St. Catherine. Obstruction called on Henry, has to stand beside Wright for the penalty, and she connects for St. Catherine. 10-5 the scoreline. Glenmuir over St. Catherine. First quarter action. Powell to Martin, moving, effortless, taking the shot, hitting the rim, and rebound gathered by Gordon. End of the first quarter. 10-5 in favor of Glenmuir over St. Catherine in this under-19 All-Ireland Championship match between the rural winners and the urban champions.
The first quarter is St. Catherine 5.
But the height of Gordon and the goalkeeper position has done Coach Phyllis Thompson, who is giving instructions now, extremely well. Have served her well in that first quarter. Hunter explaining herself. Now the coach of Glenmuir, Ryan Reed, stands to the back. His back to her screen. And Annette Daly to his right in the white and colorful here. Instruction being given on both ends of the court. Ryan Reed, who has coached Mineral Heights in Clarendon, in the Clarendon Netball League, has been at the school for over 10-14 years, winning his first under-19 title as Glenmuir won their first under-19 title in netball. Assisted by Annette Daly, who is the national Fast 5 coach. You see her in our picture. I said before, colorful here, that's how I describe it. The white shirt, and Reed to her right. Nevers having a drink. She's a daughter of Coach Winston Scrappy Nevers. He's the coach of Denby, coach of John Malco, coach of Scotia Bank, the business house. Also TVJ. Nevers has been around for a very, very long time in netball. Somebody walked past and said something. What? I will not repeat. But I knew Brianna for a very long time. She always come with her father at Scotiabank at the club, and she has been playing netball for a very long time.
So just before the second quarter begins, we have a digital credit to give away.
Oh, well, they have digital credit to give away, and they're giving them away right now. So if you're listening at home, you can try.
So star 121 star 484912684232 number sign.
Okay, hope you heard. I made sure I did not talk, so I give you a chance to win.
So we don't hear nobody.
Okay. Martin called for stepping, seen by umpire Terrence Peart. So they've given away the possession, but Glenmore, they've won it back. Powell, Nevers, Martin. Long range effort and connecting for Glenmore. Edwards with the center pass for Glenmore. Nevers. Back to Edwards. Martin. To Nevers outside the shooting circle. Powell. Oh, that's sweet by Glenmore. Green with the center pass for St. Catherine. Green. Thomas. Lee. Green. Major. Oh, a steal from Glenmore. Edwards to Powell. Inside to Martin. Takes the attempt, hits the rim twice before. Edwards. Inside to Martin. Over the hands of goalkeeper Gordon. And once again, Martin has stepped up. 14-5. Stepping. Nevers inside. To Powell. And then Martin, but Powell was off the mark. But Martin doing the garbage work. Connecting for Glenmore. 15-5 their lead in the second quarter. Oh, good fake this coming from Edwards. Nevers once again in possession. Edwards. Obstruction called. The wing defender Lee. Inside. Martin connecting. 16-5. Glenmore in second quarter. We said before they're upping the ante that they have done so far in this second quarter. Thomas to Green. Outside to right. St. Catherine looking for the hands of Hunter. On the prowl, she takes a shot and connects. 16-6. Second quarter action. Edwards. Bullet pass to Martin. Takes a shot. Rebounded by Martin, being aggressive in the shooting circle. She connects for Glenmore. She looks extremely serious. Shania Martin. Right to Green. Then to Lee. Thomas for St. Catherine. Obstruction called on Lindsay of Glenmore, the wing defender. Major in possession. Oh, nice lob to the movement. Hunter, who collects under the rim and then connects. 17-7. Glenmuir with a 10-goal cushion. Powell. Terrence Peart has been an official for a very long time. As we watch Martin increases Glenmuir's lead 18-7. Phyllis Thompson, the coach of St. Catherine, looks like she's in awe. Major to Green to Hunter, could not hold on. She stepped out of bounds. It's another turnover for St. Catherine, and Henry has possession for Glenmuir. Henry. Edwards. Lindsay. Oh, it's a steal for St. Catherine. Very good defensive work from Green, and they've given it away, thrown it away after a wonderful steal from Green. She had Hunter in her sights, but that pass was a horrible one. Second quarter action. It's on the 19 Netball All-Ireland Championship match. A lob inside to Hunter for St. Catherine. She takes a shot and connects. It's not done just yet. Two defenders, Henry and Williams, having a conversation for Glenmuir. Edwards now on the other end, finding the moving Powell. Lines up over the two defenders. It bounces, and however, in the hands of a goalkeeper, Gordon of St. Catherine. Whistle. Obstruction by Nevers. Terrence Peart was given instructions. Green, St. Catherine. Gordon. They're in their defensive third. Thomas. Oh, the ball tipped outside by Lindsay. A throwing. St. Catherine. Lee will take the throwing. Our goal defender, that is. That's Thomas, not Lee. So obstruction for goal attack. That's Powell. Has to. So she advances the ball. Green. And can't be handed at all. Oh, the whistle came actually. Because Hunter went up. Because I thought she had stepped outside, so I was wondering why she was advancing the ball. I'm wondering if I didn't read the rule book. But that was correct. But she stepped out of bounds, the ball tipped away from Nevers. Goes outside for a throwing to Glenmuir. Have a 10-goal cushion still in the second quarter. There you see Ryan Reed, the coach of Glenmuir. Looks very comfortable. Martin with that effort. It goes in. 19-8. Center pass going the way of the urban winners, St. Catherine. Thomas. Lee. Almost stolen. That's not the case though. That's Tamara Williams. Obstruction for goal attack. Powell. Not for the first, second, or third time in this matchup so far. Lob looking for Hunter. Hunter collects and then takes a shot and connects. 19-9, Glenmuir. They lead in the second quarter. Lob outside to Martin, who looks left, right. Edwards. To Nevers, however. Obstruction call. Going for the bounce pass. But the defensive work between Thomas and Gordon has been excellent the last two plays. Martin collects and connects. Nothing but the net for Martin. 19-9 is the score for Glenmuir over St. Catherine. Add one more to that to 20-9. Thomas. Almost a steal there as we see Williams did a lot of movement. So it's another turnover. And Glenmuir in possession. Lindsay to Edwards. In mid-court. Powell to Martin. Outside, back to Edwards. Looks left, looks right. A good split coming from Martin. Obstruction called on Gordon, the goalkeeper. Martin takes the penalty. Rattle round before rattling in. One more. This to Glenmuir, who leads 21-9 in second quarter action. It's an All-Ireland Netball final happening at Manchester High. Martin once again. Sweet from Martin. The net rattles. Glenmuir supporters are here. Right for St. Catherine. Lobbed inside. Henry tussling with Hunter. Hunter getting the better of Henry. And she takes a shot and connects. 22-10. She doesn't look pleased at all. Hunter, the shooter for St. Catherine. Lindsay. Nevers. Martin. A shovel pass into Powell, who takes a shot and connects. Good execution from Glenmuir as the second quarter winds down. Almost a steal from Williams, deflected off her hand. Green. Oh, a steal by Henry. We told you before, that's her second steal of the match. She got 10 in the rural final. Tipped away. Very good work there by Lee for St. Catherine. Right. Looks on. A steal by this young lady. We call her Henry. Oh, she stepped. She stepped. And another steal by Henry. She's now warmed up. Nevers. Martin. Oh, can't collect that pass. That was great work from Nevers. A turnover from St. Catherine. Edwards. Martin. Lines up. Hits the rim, rolling in. And you should hear the whistle for the end of the second quarter and the first half. That's it. 24-10. That's the score at the second quarter and the first half. Glenmuir leading over St. Catherine. What a quarter we had with Glenmuir. They upped the ante. They turned up the throttle. They turned up in that second quarter. You see their supporters, the cymbals and the horns and the flag, all in support of their players. What a second quarter we had. Annette Daly in the white shirt giving instructions. To her right is the head coach, Ryan Reed. That red and black shirt with the white trimmings on the sleeve. St. Catherine only scoring 4 goals in that second quarter compared to their 5 in the first. Glenmuir scoring 10 goals in that first and 14 in the second. They up the ante somewhat. The combination of Martin and Powell in that shooting circle has done them well. The defense of Henry and Williams in the defensive circle has stepped up and stopping Hunter and Wright, who are in attack for St. Catherine. But Gordon on the other end, a reminder though, she's tall, she's a goalkeeper for St. Catherine. She is a shooter. They converted because their defender actually migrated a week before, days before the urban final against Gainsted. So she's not necessarily has experience in the defensive circle, but she's doing her part. However, they trailed 24-10 as the rural champions, Glenmuir, stepped up in that second quarter, scoring 14 after they scored 10 in the first. We take a break here from Manchester High, 14 in that second quarter to bring Glenmuir 24-10 over St. Catherine High.
So we are ready for another digital giveaway courtesy of Issa. So star 121 star. Oh, you're not ready yet. I don't know why I feel like saying you are going to win it today. Eh? Digital. Ready now, money. So it's 48491 9268 4232. I don't see you jump up here. Are the jumping where we for? Miss Anita. Alright, so we just scrape off another one. So star 121 star. You ready? What I'm gonna say with the phone. So here we go. Star 121 star 5584040913638. Somebody's supposed to shout by now. Oh, that one they're good. Alright, congratulations, St. Hughes.
Ready for the third quarter. All Ireland under 19 championship game between Glenmuir and St. Catherine. Martin trying to start out the third quarter in a positive light. That she has done. Well, they've taken out one player. Seems like Paul has been rested. And Richards has been brought in that goal attack position. For Glenmuir. Martin hits the front of the rim. So they've given Paul a break. Richards now playing goal attack. Issa in action? No. Lindsay. Nevers. Edwards. Obstruction called. Hobbs inside to Richards. Martin. 3 unanswered goals in this third quarter. Martin is in this Friday afternoon affair. Green. Stolen by this young lady who just came on, Richards. Lindsay to Nevers. Back to Richards. Oh, tipped away by Gordon, the goalkeeper, as Richards was looking for Martin as she dashed off to the left. She broke away. Oh, the long hands of Gordon doing the job for St. Catherine. Not once, but twice. Yes, St. Catherine trying to come back in it. And Henry with a steal. Call for stepping. And Lindsay was guilty of that. Right, now for St. Catherine. Wants it back. Williams going for the steal. Call for contact. Has to stand beside Wright. His penalty. Hunter now, with Henry standing beside her, takes the penalty and converts. As they're looking to chip away at the lead set by Glenmuir in this third quarter. Nevers. Oh, tipped away by outstretched hands of Gordon. Has been effective in this third quarter. Throwing. Richards. Nevers. Surrounded not by one but by two. Lee, the wing defense for St. Catherine. Richards breaking away was Martin, and converting was Martin. (28-11) after Glenmuir just scored a while ago. Thomas for St. Catherine. Green. All alone under the rim was Hunter. Nevers. Edwards to the movement of Martin. Takes a shot and connects. Turnover from St. Catherine. Williams. Converts for Glenmuir. Edwards. Richards. Nevers. Edwards. Richards darting out of the shooting circle. Martin, the whistle coming though from Tracy and Griffith, one of the two umpires on court. Contact on Thomas, and Richards takes a shot and connects. Movement from Hunter. Right. Hunter over the hands of Henry, going for another steal. Hunter scores. Reed taking a drink on the bench, but Anna Daly, coach, maybe she's still not happy. Martin getting ready for the fourth and final quarter. Martin asks to rest. The wing attack, Nevers asks to rest. The center, Edwards, asks to rest. You see her on the left of your screen having a drink. That's Edwards. Diminutive she is in the center position. So at least about 4 changes. Henry still on. So to Lindsay and Williams. Henry, the goalkeeper. Lindsay, the wing defender. And the goal defender, Williams. So the trio in defense are still on the court. But we see changes from Martin in the goal shoot position. Nevers from the wing attack. And Edwards from the center. Paul, who started at goal attack, was taken out in the third quarter. We don't know if she has been put back in.
Ready now? When I'm ready.
As
So star 121 star 85803566794999. Nobody, no joke. With some low.
So Neil has also been brought in. Neil has been attack for Nevers. Goal attack. Powell has been brought back in. Richards has been taken out. There you see the goalkeeper, Gordon, started as goalkeeper. Then she went to the goal defender position. We'll tell you who is the goal shooter, who has been brought in a very short while. Center pass for Green of St. Catherine. They trail 36-16. Green. Hunter. Bounce pass to right. Almost stolen by Williams in the wing defense. Well, Williams now playing wing defense. He started out as the goal defender. Henry playing goal defense. And Lindsay playing the goalkeeper. Still using the three, but switching around positions. After Lindsay, Williams, and Henry. Right converting for St. Catherine. Powell to Neil. Throwing to Glenn Muir with a huge advantage in this fourth and final quarter. Senior All-Ireland Championship of Fear. Powell. Mendez converts. So Mendez has been brought in. To replace Martin for Glenn Muir. A lob pass coming from Green to Hunter. Obstruction called on Lindsay. As Hunter takes and scores for St. Catherine. Powell. Put it pass to Neil. A turnover. Turn spiriting your screen. Thomas for St. Catherine. Paul has to stand beside her. Green. Right coming all the way down court. Green, the center. Thomas for St. Catherine. Right. Green. Lee. But taken away by Glenn Muir. Lindsay. That contact. Henry. Oh, stolen. Brilliantly done. In fact, that's Akila Lee. For St. Catherine. Right with a lob. And again we see Henry with another steal, but stepped out of bounds. A throwing to St. Catherine. They trail 18-37 this fourth and final quarter. Hunter getting the better of Henry and converting 37-19. Green with a center pass. Can they mount a challenge this fourth and final quarter? Green, a lob over the hands and gathered well of Hunter. And I was looking to see if she stepped out of bounds, but a whistle of umpire Tracy and Griffiths halted play. The contact was made outside the shooting circle. Steal by Henry, and another steal, and a turnover. Oh, what a steal by Hunter, with that outlet pass coming from Henry right in the left hands of Hunter. But after all of that, St. Catherine have given away the possession. Williams. Henry in midcourt. Powell. Right back to Henry. Powell once again. Powell collecting the pass and connecting. Green trying for a steal for St. Catherine. A throwing to Glen Muir. 38-19 lob. Looking for the shooter Mendez, but taken away. Right. To Major. Then to Green. Back to Major with the lob. But Henry and Hunter going at it once again. Up front. And personal, you may call it, from Henry. She's not playing behind her, she's playing in front. The height advantage by Hunter has gained an advantage, but still Henry is fighting to the bitter end. Goal from Hunter has cut the deficit. 38-20. You do the math. Another lob, and Henry again going for the steal. She has been brilliant all season. Replay and a turnover. Hunter takes a shot. Rebounds by Lindsay. Contact. Glenmuir back in possession in their defensive third. Green, almost a steal, but still the team from Clarendon. Glenmuir, coached by Ryan Reed. Scrappy netball we're seeing displaying by not about one but two teams. Mendez converts. Powell, a shovel pass as Neal was there trying to hold on, but she has gained possession. Neal outside the shooting circle. Call for stepping. A signal coming from the umpire, Terrence Peart. Green, Thomas. Lee. Green, Thomas. Right. Major. Green, lob to Hunter. For St. Catherine, who converts from Green. A lob. Oh, and another steal. But a turnover from Henry. Glenmuir has looked outstanding all season. They have not lost a game. They defeated Manchester High, that Rural Under 19 final. They are well coached. In fact, some of the members here are part of the Under 14 champions back in 2019. The core of this group were part of that team that won the Under 14 Rural Division back in 2018-2019. Mendez a steal from Gordon. Great movement from Gordon. Anticipation was well on par. Right. A lob looking for the movement of Hunter. And scoring is Hunter. Green with the center pass, right. As Major to her right, she finds her. Another lob. Hunter collects over Henry, and a contact by Henry on Hunter. A penalty awarded to St. Catherine inside of the shooting circle. Right will take the penalty. Passes out instead to Major. On the contact, and we see Tracy and Griffiths, the second on court umpire. Right, taking the shot for St. Catherine. Not the greatest shot at all. Rebounded by Henry. Williams was there. Very good defensive work. That was from Lee. Or that was from Major, not Lee. As we see the shot from Hunter was poor, has given back Glenmuir the possession. We said before, scrappy playing we're seen from both teams the last couple of minutes. Another turnover. Green quickly. She saw Hunter under the rim all alone. However, it was called back by umpire Turn Spirit that she was not at the right position. Another lob, and Henry is there again to tip away. It will be Glen Muir's possession. 39-33. 23, pardon me. I want to know if I can't read anymore. So call it 24. 39-24. This fourth quarter. Outside. Advancing the ball. Powell takes a shot, rebounded by Gordon of St. Catherine. Green in the defensive third. Lee going down court to Major. Right. Cutting to the right was Green. Not the greatest pass at all. And it was not saved by Major. And another turnover from St. Catherine. 24-39. Glen Muir. Powell. Mendez has some range. First attempt, not the greatest. Her second was better. 40-24. His fourth and final quarter. Almost a steal by Williams. But Major now St. Catherine. Held ball. So Glen Muir, Lindsay, Williams. Between two defenders, she found Powell. Deflected for throwing to Glen Muir. I thought it came off someone from St. Catherine, but no, said the umpire. It's St. Catherine's possession. Thomas, Paul went for the steal. Major, right. Hunter, contact called, penalty awarded. Did not wait for Henry to come to stand beside her. She took the penalty right away. 40-25. Mendez, not comfortable with that position. Powell gathered over Thomas and connects. 41-25. That should be it, though. That should be it. Glen Muir, they are the All-Ireland Under-19 champions. 41-25 over St. Catherine right here at Manchester. A dominant display from Glen Muir. Coach Ryan Reid should be smiling as you see Martin, who led the way in attack. They were better in every department over St. Catherine as Glen Muir continued their dominance for 2022 with the coaching staff led by Ryan Reid and with Annie Daly as the assistant. What a season they had. What performances they laid down. And what great netball they displayed. Glen Muir, they are the Under-19 champions. Well, we have here the coach of Homewood Technical, who actually, I think she went, not went, but she has coached Homewood Technical for many, many years. I think started in 1995, I think. And this is historic today because she has never ever won the All Ireland under 16. Yeah, you know, have to tell me, you know. She's ecstatic. How are you feeling?
Very elated. This is history for Homewood. As I said, this is our fourth under 16 rural title. We have won it 4 times, but this is the first time we are winning at All Ireland, and we are really grateful. God has been gracious to us, and we're giving him thanks.
You know, I didn't talk to you after you won the under 16 rural title, though, but many persons did not have Homewood Technical as a favorite to win that rural title. Many persons thought that another school from Clarendon, or like a school from Clarendon, would have won. That was not the case. Confidence was oozing after that. Do you think, though, you are extremely confident heading into this matchup today?
Definitely confident. All season I heard that Glenmore would have been taking the double, but I'm sure Glenmore did not hear about Homewood. You can never count out a champion. You must always factor them in, and we went there. We knew it would have been a tough match, but we stuck to it, and at the end of it, we won. When we won the game, I told Nadia that she's going to have to wait because it's not her time. I mean, I've never won an under 16 and I needed it. So she knew she could not have come here and gotten the title. So I guess she just came for coming sake. But we are giving thanks. We are really giving thanks, and we're gracious. The girls work for it. This set of girls, they are very focused. Our vice captain, Jada Ricketts, very focused girl. She knew from get-go that they wanted this title, and they have been working hard, and they deserve it.
One final question, though. It was the student up against the teacher, because the coach of St. Hugh's, Nadia Hansen, was your student back in the day when you just arrived there.
So the first year I went to Homewood in 1995, Nadia was a part of my junior team. And we have remained friends, even though she left, went to college, and is now coaching. I'm really proud of her. She has, you know, what it takes to be a championship coach. So I'm looking forward to seeing her in the future doing well. I'll be retiring shortly, so I'm sure she's going to be taking over. So, but I'm happy to see her. But I did say to her that just hold it forward, wait on, you will get your time.
Congratulations.
All right, good, thank you.
We're now here with the winning under 19 coach, Ryan Reid of Glenmuir High. He was worried when he was in that rural final at the National Indoor Sports Centre. No, he looked like he was walking on cloud 9. How did you approach this match today?
I was not worried because we're a rural champion. But for this game, as I said, we saw St. Catherine last week, and we had a week to prepare. So we just go back on the drawing board. As I said earlier in the interview, I said I'm going to sit down with the girls. We're going to look at our best we can counter. And we did a lot of defensive work. We did a lot of court work that we can get the ball to the circle safely. As you can see, we actually played out the goal defense because, as I said, when you interviewed me in the final, I said that the goal defense and the goal attack were dominant players. And my players, they stuck to the plan because we did a lot of work to say that we're going to close them out, and we did a lot of team defense, and they can realize that we closed on the ball a lot in the mid-court and forced them to make a lot of long passes and turnovers. And my goalkeeper came up big today as well.
Yeah, Henry was outstanding in that rural final, kept it going in this All-Ireland matchup. How do you rate her performance in this game?
Today she played well. Well, the final should have played a lot better, but today she played really well, and the team defense allowed her, as I said in previous interview, allowed her to read the game and come out and win a lot of balls. And I would have to kudos to my mid-court, because my mid-court, they played brilliant today. As you can see, Brianna Never, she played a lot of authority, and my center, she played well. Nikisha, superb. They all played well today.
Yeah, your attacking prowess was shown today, though. How was that planning up against a tall goalkeeper?
I have a 6'4" junior defender and a goal shooter. So I just invited them to training to come, and we did a lot of shots over the hands, and I would have seen the goalkeeper play, so I would have said to my shooter that, you know, she had a little bit of inexperience. So I just have her to just mark, turn, play, and get the ball. So those are just some simple things that we worked on. You know, just block the shooter, block the keeper, turn, get it, and shoot.
Congratulations. How will you be celebrating? We don't want to know, you know. If I school is out now, you know, so our celebration will go over into the New Year's. It will definitely go over into the New Year's. But the girls, kudos to them. They deserve it. They work really hard because we did a lot of pre-season training. As I said to you before, sometimes these girls train like 5 hours. And they came out today and they worked really hard for it. And they decided and they said, Coach, this is our year. We are going to be all-island champion, rural champion. And I just have to say, my junior team, trust me, it's a pity they're not here because there are some brilliant girls and they played really well in the final. You know? Good. Congrats.
All right, thank you very much. So, and I would just like to say, this title, trust me, is really special because my mentor and our manager, Miss Daly, she would have had a situation that, you know, but she was always here for us and she stuck out for us. My videographer who give us footage every game, Mr. Larry Jones, he was instrumental in a lot of the games that we play because we were able to watch video footage, and the principal and the entire Glenmere community and the parents, trust me, without the parents, this would not be possible. So I just have to give all of those persons credit. Oh, and yeah, my girlfriend, she's here. She's also a part of the team as well.
All right, you take care, and congrats again.